Your therapist should have explained to you that the more you avoid activities because of your anxiety and depression, the more you show your brain that your anxiety and depression is justified. Let me explain it to you. Like TikTok, the brain is like an algorithm. Whatever you spent your time on those beautiful TikTok videos, whatever the niche is that you're excited about, the more the TikTok algorithm, your brain will give you of that niche. If you love penguin videos and if you keep watching penguin videos, you get more penguin videos. Even if you don't like the penguin videos. Let's say you don't want some people to find out that you like penguin videos, but you keep watching it. The TikTok algorithm only cares about your watch time, the same way your brain only cares about your watch time. So write the following sentence down, tattoo it on your chest. I don't care, but whatever you spend your time and energy on, your brain will give you more of that. Let me explain. If you move through life and you let your life, your behavior be dictated by your emotions and thoughts, you're showing your brain that this programming is still important, and your brain will give you more of those emotions and thoughts. For example, if you avoid a social setting because of anxiety, social anxiety that's coming up, in the moment you're pondering if you should go to that party, but then the anxiety comes up and you're like, no, I don't like this anxiety. I want to fix it by not going to the party, and I'm gonna stay home and being on Snapchat or social media or whatever. In that moment, you're showing the brain, oh, brain gives anxiety, and you're like, no, fix this anxiety by doing a certain behavior, which in this current moment is to avoid going out. It's staying in. The brain is looking at that like the algorithm watch time and it's like, you just engaged with anxiety. You fixed it. You tried to fix it. You definitely engaged with it. You definitely did something with it. You let your life be dictated by that anxiety. So this must be still important to you. You love fixing anxiety. So I'm your best friend, the brain. I want to support you in all the things that you love to do. So I'm just gonna give you more anxiety because then you can do the thing that you love, which is doing more of the behavior around the anxiety. So your next fucking question should be, if you're awake, okay, Star, so how do I change the algorithm? Well, you change it by showing your brain that you don't care about the old pattern anymore, make it inactive, and you show the brain that you care about a new pattern, make something else active, and I'll show you how to do that. The only way to make something inactive is to make something else active. So how do we make things inactive and how do we make things active? With our focus. In your past, you had an experience where you might have been bullied or something. So every time a social setting comes up, these patterns come up, which are patterns combined of emotions and thoughts. Patterns like fear of anxiety, fear of being judged, patterns like thoughts of you're not being good enough, they're gonna judge you, you're gonna be embarrassed. So it's gonna be thoughts and emotions that are coming up. If you let your life be dictated by those thoughts and emotions, you feed this algorithm. And the more you do that, the more things change from subtle anxiety to excessive anxiety, and eventually to depression. And we don't like this. We don't like it. Do you understand? We don't like it. So I'm gonna tell you how you're not gonna have it. Or if you have it, how you get out of it. The goal here is, listen. The goal here is to change the engine that you are driving on in life from the emotional and thought addictive engine to the valued action engine. From being reactive to the thought and emotional engine to proactively acting on valued actions. Which, I know there's gonna be like, oh, you're suppressing emotions and thoughts, you can't ignore them. What you don't understand in this process of making the valued actions your GPS, you actually paradoxically create a better relationship with your emotions. But more on that later. For now, I'm going to explain to you the process. The problem is, which you don't like it, you don't like it at all, is those uncomfortable emotions that make you feel a certain way. If that's anxiety coming up, you're trying to fix it. You're not okay with the uncomfortable emotions, which then you react to the algorithm. Even if you have depression and you have the feelings of, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing this, it's too much, I don't feel like, I don't have the energy, you're still acting on the algorithm of that depression because you don't feel like doing something. So the only way to show the brain that you don't care about the old patterns anymore is if you're, whatever, uncomfortable emotions, I'm nonchalant about you, I don't care about you. You're okay with the uncomfortable emotions. You don't have to be perfect. Listen to me, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just want to take up more territory. But it's not done with just being okay with the uncomfortable emotions. There's some other steps. You need to have the attitude of just accepting any emotions and thoughts that come up and not trying to fix them. And importantly, and I want you to understand this, not make the measure of success if those emotions or thoughts are still there or not. Checking on them, seeing if they're better, etc. Because then you show still the algorithm with your watch time that this is still important. This is where we completely stop caring about what emotions we have, which means we want to train to be able to have any emotions and thoughts, not identify, they're allowed to come up, and make the measure of success, the priority, the valued actions. This is not suppressing. This is accepting. You allow them all to be there, but you don't even care about them. Like clouds in the sky, you're not gonna stop going to the gym because you don't like the shape of a certain cloud. The same way, you don't stop moving forward because you don't like the shape of a certain emotion or thought. I want you to know that this will feel wrong. It must feel wrong because the old programming, the brain doesn't like that you ignore these patterns because they like your defense mechanism that you picked up from the past to protect yourself. So expect it to feel wrong, but be okay with it and move forward on the valued actions like building your business, going to the gym, hanging out with your friends. And then very importantly, you have to celebrate yourself for doing those actions. Get away from trying to celebrate yourself for getting better feelings or getting relief for certain feelings. The more you celebrate yourself to get relief from certain feelings, which a lot of clients who come to me have been trained on, the more this addictive process of the brain gives you more uncomfortable emotions, you get more emotionally weak, and you're trying to fix more feelings, you're trying to get relief more feelings. It's this whole cycle that goes stronger and stronger and stronger. This is how you train that new engine, and you just want to start in the beginning of the day. You don't have to be perfect. You just want to take up more territory each day, a little bit more territory, and those bricks are going to build and build and build a new algorithm. The same way when you change an algorithm on social media, maybe you want to see tigers from now on instead of penguins, the algorithm's still going to give you a lot of penguins in the beginning. But you want to show, oh no, I'll watch more tiger videos. And the algorithm is like, no, don't you think you like more penguins? If you go like, no, those penguins are not supposed to be there. Why are those penguins having glasses on and riding on crocodiles? That's not okay. The algorithm gives you more penguins, glasses on, riding on crocodiles. There are things going on in my mind that you don't want to know about. What will happen over time, you doing this, you will actually break the patterns of depression, anxiety. You will build more emotional fitness because you show your brain that it's okay moving forward and that you don't care about the old patterns anymore and that it's okay to go in those situations and live your life. It's like taking a little child with you that's screaming, no, they're gonna hurt us, And you're like, it's okay, we can have this uncomfortable and we're gonna move forward and make the measure of success us doing these actions. The last thing I want to mention is it's important to train the new algorithm is to spend time outside of your head while doing the valued actions. Because if you still do the actions spending time inside of your head, you're still feeding that algorithm. If you want to go deeper and really learn how to change those engines, get the Emotional Fitness book in the link in my bio.